right, welcome to All In Football. Happy Sunday, folks. It's your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer. A whole lot went down in the college football world, and a whole lot has went down and is going down in the NFL. I'm giving my show on Thursday, January 29th. Comedy show, me and the gang. We're going to have a good time. Get your popcorn ready. Let's get some laughter going. Big dog, happy Sunday, baby. Take us away.
Thursday, January 8th, 2026. It was Arizona, the Vim Bowl, Fiesta Bowl. The Miami Hurricanes ranked number 10, took on the number 6 Ole Miss Rebels. And the Miami Hurricanes came out hot and fast and early. But Ole Miss came back later to take the lead. Then Miami took the lead for good. Was it pass interference or wasn't it pass interference? The last play of the game. We'll never know. But Miami went on to win and advance in the national championship game. 31-27 over Ole Miss. Keep on.
Crazy game. First of all, let's give a shout out to Ole Miss Rebels, man. That Chambliss kid gets my utmost respect. He proved a lot against Georgia and during the season, especially with the coaching transition of Lane Kiffin. The other young man, he stepped up big for those guys. The guy Perkins on defense. Ole Miss gets my respect. And I'm going to tell you, may the best team win. Miami has a lot to prove based on their 21 years of no championship. Was it a pass interference call? Let's ask Ohio State in that Fiesta Bowl 21 years ago. But the best team came out on top. Carson Beck has proven why he's worth that $4.1 million for that NIL deal. Believe it or not, Lane Kiffin made a statement prior to the season saying, you know how much they're paying him in Miami. On another podcast, I believe, with Ryan Clark and company, he was saying, have you seen his stats against us when he was at Georgia? And look at how he's turned around that program. Malachi Tony, Mark Fletcher Jr., these guys have their work cut out for them. Even though they're considered the away team, they're back home at Hard Rock Stadium. They got a tough one coming up on the 19th.
Friday, January 9th, 2006. Atlanta, Georgia was the scene. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. First play of the game. Pick 6 to the house. Indiana never looked back as they throttled and embarrassed the Oregon Ducks. 35-7 was a halftime score, but they went on to win 56-22. Indiana, I'm gonna say this thing about Indiana. If you probably don't know, they are the second losingest program in Division I football
ever.
But they can make history on the 19th because there's never been 2 undefeated teams.
Never.
Basketball and in football. Take it away. Tell me how you feel.
Man, my dog, Coach Signetti, coming from JMU, man, his cockiness, his coaching style. I mean, a lot of these guys get their pedigree from the great Nick Saban, just like Mario Cristobal. I'm going to just say it. They gave them boys belt to ass. I'm going to say it. They gave it to them, I mean, from start to finish. Even before that pick 6, if you saw that opening kickoff to Oregon, the guy looked like he didn't even want to return it. Huge hit to set the tone in the pick 6. Like you said, they didn't look backwards. Those guys did all they can. And like the Mendoza gentleman says, our Heisman winner mentioned, they don't have any big-time recruits or anything. He took a lot of guys from JMU. We know Mendoza came from Cal Berkeley. I know he wants revenge on Miami. He's a Florida native. After he came up short last year against Cam Ward and company in that crazy overtime game. This is what the people want. This is going to feed families, or as they say, an absolute cinema. I cannot wait for that game. It's going to be super exciting. I mean, their defense, their running backs, that kid Omar Cooper Jr., number 3, the speed he has. I mean, Indiana is the full package, and they have great coaching.
So, Monday, January 19, 2026, from Miami, Florida, the college football playoff national championship game presented by AT&T. The number 10 Miami Hurricanes take on the Indiana Hoosiers at number 1. Who you got?
This is crazy, man. I really had to.
No, hold that. Let's hold that.
Gotcha.
Let's get to the NFL. We'll do who you got later.
All right.
NFL playoffs started this weekend. We started Started Saturday with a barn burner. The L.A. Hollywood Randy Donut Rams took on the Carolina Ric Flair Carolina Panthers, and Cam brought the Panthers out. And everybody like myself thought Carolina had it.
Yeah.
So Matt Stafford, old back, Geritol self pulled it out 34-31 over the Carolina Panthers. How you feel?
Experience is the best teacher. The good old school song. Man, Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams and company, they pulled it out. First of all, let me just give credit to Charlotte, 7-4. They proved why they deserve to be in the playoffs. That was a hell of a game. They came up short, but I don't want them to keep their heads down in the offseason. Just continue to please build around Bryce Young and company, and let's see what the future holds for them, because they can definitely take, I was going to say easily take, they can definitely take the NFC South next season. I'm really excited for the future for the Panthers, man. But the Rams, that experience, bro, that defense stepped up, offense stepped up, and the other star receiver that they have, the long hair. That's my guy right there, too. I'm excited for the Rams.
And you thought that was a good one. That nightcap was even better. The Chicago Bears. The Bears took them on. Go, Pack, go. No, Pack, no. And Green Bay had an 18-point lead in the second half, and Caleb Williams and company erased it. The biggest comeback since the Atlanta Falcons New England Patriots Super Bowl, when the Patriots were up 28-3. How you feel?
Man, first of all, we knew what was at stake. This is round 3 of that great NFC North rivalry between Green Bay and Chicago. I believe that was a 200-something meeting. So, I mean, we know what's always at stake when it comes
210th.
Yeah, 210th meeting. We know Ben Johnson came from Detroit. He does not like Green Bay at all. And they made it happen. They started off slow, terrible. Jordan Love, we know his weakness in the playoffs, his consistency. Can he keep that play going in the second half? Caleb Williams and company took over. The guy they got out of Georgia, who also came from Philadelphia, Swift at running back, the workload, the power horse, was also a unit like his father, carried those guys through, opened up the passing game to Moore and company. And I mean, Chicago, the place was rocking. They proved a lot to me, to be honest. I'm excited for Chicago, Ben Johnson and company, and I just love the quick handshake after the game. It was a lot of pettiness going on.
Sunday. We had another good one. Came down to the last 2 minutes. The Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills, and Bills Mafia took on Duval County. Duval County came up short. Trevor Lawrence, ball batted up in the air and picked off as Buffalo survives 27-24.
Again, a lot of folks are saying, despite his record, no Lamar Jackson, no Patrick Mahomes, is it true that Josh Allen has an easy way to the Super Bowl? Well, we shall continue to see and witness throughout the playoffs. Kudos to the Buffalo Bills. This guy stepped up. They have the number 1 rushing leader in James Cook. And as always, I always have said this about Trevor Lawrence. What can he do in the playoffs? Is Jacksonville, are they really for real? That ferocious defense that they have, the number 1 rushing defense, did all they could, and it happened in their home stadium, which will be their last year, because they'll be in Orlando the next few years before the new stadium is being built. They fell short. I want to say about 2 or 3 interceptions. The last one, of course, it's going to be on his stat sheet. Not always his fault. It's a bad and ball things happen. But they come up short, and once again, Trevor Lawrence cannot come up big in the playoffs. Josh Allen and company, they will move on.
Due to NFL restrictions, we can't give you the scores, but we can tell you when you see this Tuesday, the final scores will be at the bottom. The San Francisco 49ers and that Rice-A-Roni treat are playing the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's right.
At this present moment. Then later tonight on NBC, Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth will have LA San Diego Superchargers. LA San Diego Superchargers.
Yeah.
On them fighting Mike Vrabels in the New England Patriots. Then Monday night, Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, ESPN/ABC. Who? The Houston Texans. Who? The Houston Texans take on that Panani Brothers, Fry Baloney, Mike Epps looking coach name, whatever his name is, and the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans on ABC, ESPN, and heavy. You take me to commercial break, and we're going to give you the floor because you got a lot to say about the Baltimore Ravens and Jim Harbaugh.
I sure
do. Break.
Look, stay tuned for more All In Football. I cannot wait for that late night game. The Chargers headed to Foxborough. That is going to be a crazy, crazy game. And then, of course, the Monday night game, Houston going into Titletown, Pittsburgh, as I hate to call them. And, we're going to see if C.J. Stroud can really get out of that hump. But again, so far, it's showing that experience is the best teacher. And I got a whole lot to say about Charm City football. We'll be right back. It's your boy, Denzel Heavy Palmer. All right, welcome back to All In Football. Your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer. All right,
let me bring you in. I'm gonna introduce you in.
Gotcha.
There's been a lot of news this week.
Yeah.
NFL coaching fires and all that and everything. Here's one. Jim Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens has said to limit coaching interviews to a few teams this week. I think he's waiting for certain playoff teams to see what happens. If not, we all know you are a Raven fanatic, so the floor is yours. You can get it off your chest.
Get off my chest. I think I'm gonna start off like this. You have to hit me in the background. I got the OG just sing it. That's a piece of the go, brother kid. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Y'all know y'all know the song. A change is gonna come. 18 years, bittersweet moments, Super Bowl champion. We cannot take away the man's credit what's on his resume. Whether you say he had a hell of a lineup with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and blah, 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 blah. Regardless of that, a time was going to come when we knew that John Harbaugh will not be the Ravens head coach. And everyone said, for that game in particular, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, one of those coaches were going to lose their job. Point blank, period. And it was Baltimore. A lot of folks were shocked because Cincinnati, they decided to bring back Zach Johnson, which shocked the world. Then I found out on Tuesday, based on the comment that I put on social media about, I don't see the Ravens going in that direction. They'll keep him again. Be prepared for another year of heartbreak when it comes to the playoffs or trying to get into the playoffs. When I woke up, someone commented and said, this aged well. I said, wait, what? Breaking news. They have decided to part ways. Man, when I look back and reflect on it, Harbaugh has had a bad, consistent record with Lamar Jackson. So there's still some talk on, well, if they decide to get rid of Harbaugh, they're going to keep Jackson too. But depending on where Harbaugh goes, will he bring alongside Lamar Jackson? Let's be real. Lamar Jackson saved this man's job. But his playoff record, his decision-making when we needed him most. Let's not talk about the person outside of coaching or outside of game day situation. Great guy. We all love Harbaugh for that reason. But when it comes down to crunch moments, to the nitty-gritty, what does Harbaugh always do? Messes up foes. And we can even go back to that playoff game, pre-playoff game against Pittsburgh to win a division. He had an extra amount of timeouts. Again, Mike Tomlin, the mastermind, say what you want. We lost to a team. Baltimore lost to a team that had no timeouts in the second half. You move the ball downfield, another Lamar miracle play. Why not get your kicker, a rookie kicker at that, in a crazy atmosphere in Pittsburgh where Baltimore is not used to being put in that position late in the season against their division rival? Why not put him a few yards closer? Run the ball with Henry. Let Lamar try to do some magic. And then if he missed the field goal, we can live with that. He decides to let Lamar know, hey, just take the knee, we're going to milk the clock in 2 seconds, and voila. And it's situation after situation. Look at the Kansas City game. Turnovers, the play call decision. We got a huge, Baltimore loved getting old school wide receivers. Odell Beckham was not the Odell Beckham that we were used to seeing. He was still productive. Did not utilize him. There was a lot of talk and speculation about him and Tom Monken. That always saying eye to eye, their offensive coordinator who may not be in Baltimore next year. And look at last season against Buffalo. at the end, it's always something with this team. Or that one crazy year, I want to say it was Lamar Jackson's second or third year, when the Ravens went crazy and they got stunned by the Tennessee Titans at home. That's when Derrick Henry, stiff arm Earl Thomas, made him look like a little rag doll. I mean, did it to him more than once on the same play. So it was time for a change. And now the Ravens in the rebuilding phase. Who's going to be their next head coach? They've been on this interview on Carousel for a lot this week. Will it be Kevin Stefanski? Will it be Brian Flores? Will it be the guy coming from Miami? Who will it be? So that's my take on it. I mean, it was heartbreak, but at the same time, it was a sigh of relief for the Charm City community in Baltimore.
That was heavy thoughts on All In Football. Now, Notre Dame denies battery alleged against Marcus Freeman. So, Notre Dame has denied Marcus Freeman had made any physical contact with anyone after the football coach was accused of battery in a police report filed on January 3rd, following an incident at his son's high school wrestling match. No charges are expected against Freeman, and the university sources told ESPN.
Craziness. I'm not gonna get too political or put that R word into it, but we know what can be at stake for certain coaches and whatnot. I pray that all is well. Everything turns out good for Coach Freeman, especially with how things turned out for the football team this season. Them not getting into the playoff and actually seeing the footage of their reaction when Miami got into the playoff and they did not. So prayers up to the organization and prayers up to Coach Freeman and company.
Matt Stafford had x-rays on his finger, came back negative.
Yeah, he's ready to rock and roll. Came back negative. I'm sure they're going to keep their eye on that injury. They're going to rest him just enough, as much as possible. But he's been here before. He is a Super Bowl champion. Let's see how everything plays out, and they're excited for next week.
Ben Johnson, in a viral video about the Packers, used the F word. The F the Packers.
Yeah. How I feel about it, I love it. Again, this man hated them when he was in Detroit. And again, we know how rivalries go. A lot of things can go personal, can go too personal. He made a statement. He was able to back it up. And I mean, why not? I mean, Aaron Rodgers said the same crap about the Bears owning the Bears years ago. So, I mean, it's the whole back and forth. I love it. You know, whether he gets fined or not, I mean, I'm sure he can afford it or whatnot. But again, that energy is what's going to carry Chicago throughout the playoffs.
Deflated Matt LaFleur deflects about his job. Is his job in jeopardy after this loss? Could he be gone? Could this be Harbaugh's landing spot?
Yeah, I believe so. It's time. And, you know, and similar to the Harbaugh situation, it's always something. If it's not Harbaugh, it's Lamar. If it's not Matt LaFleur, it's Jordan Love. It's the same thing. But I think this will be his last year. People want to see consistency in the original title town in Green Bay. They want consistency. They want somebody they can at least, you know, utilize and hopefully bring the better or the best out of Jordan Love and company. And they still have to build around that team. We know Micah Parsons went down. Injuries happen all the time. They just got Diggs from Dallas. So we're going to see what they can really do. But I do believe that this could possibly be Matt LaFleur's last year as the Packers head coach.
And the last one, do NCAA need to change the college football format, playoff mat? Meaning nobody should get a bye. Everybody should play. A lot of coaches think they should play the whole month of December, and January also should be the continuation of the playoff. And everybody, all the big schools get a favorite. They'll get a home game instead of playing a bowl game, which is not fair to them, they say.
No, I actually like the format. They definitely just made a change to the format by adding more teams. I mean, truth be told, if we go back to previous years, other teams that should have gotten in. We look at the result. We got tired of seeing the same schools in the SEC for the past few years.
But they're saying now that the teams that get the bye, it's not fair to them because they don't get a home game. They got a bowl game. Well,
right.
The teams that get in, the heavier teams, the high-ranked teams get the home game and gets that momentum built up, and, you know, they go to the next round. Indiana's the only team to ever advance out of that round.
Yeah. I think changes will take place. Me personally, I like it the way it is just now. Now, if they do want to make a change to make some changes into some other stuff, but I think for now they'll play it safe and they'll do as we call a SWOT analysis: the S for strengths, the W for weaknesses, the O for opportunities, and the T for threats. They'll do a SWOT analysis and they'll review and game plan how they'll go moving forward after January 19th.
All right, Heavy, take me to commercial break. When we come back, we got Who You Got.
All right, y'all stay tuned for more. Again, the time has come. No more college football after the 19th until August. The transfer portal has been getting crazy, and the NFL has been getting even crazier. Stay tuned for more. We'll be right back on the football. All right, welcome back to All in Football. It's your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer. The time is now to choose who we got in the big leagues. Big dog, it's showtime, baby.
The Houston Texans. Who? The Houston Texans. Who? The Houston Texans. Play the Fighting Mike Brabels. The New England Patriots from Foxborough, Massachusetts. The AFC Divisional round. Who you got?
Man, this is going to be a battle of defenses, man. You know, Mike Vrabel, he came from that same division, AFC South, when he was with the Titans. And I like what both defenses bring. I like what C.J. Stroud can bring. I think he'll finally get over that hump, get close enough to get over that hump to win a playoff game consistently. But I'm going to still choose New England, man. I like what I'm seeing on special teams for those guys. It's going to be a shootout, but I got New England at least winning by a field goal.
Mile High City's the place. Denver, Colorado. Mile High Stadium. Everybody will be puff, passing as Bo Nixon and Sean Payton and Denver Broncos host Nobody Circles the Wagon like the Buffalo Bills and Bill Mafia. Who you got?
Man, it's crazy. I heard some
divisional round.
Oh my God, I heard some crazy news regarding the Bills, man. I think you know what I'm talking about. But for this one, it's gonna be like you said, mile high, higher altitude out there in Denver. Very familiar with that area back in the day. And I like what Buffalo is doing, that experience as well. Josh Allen is hungry. He wants a Super Bowl. Why not do it there last year playing at old school Ralph Wilson Stadium? And, I mean, he wants to really bring one home. Sean McDermott, those guys are hungry. But Denver, they have a hell of a defense. Patrick Surtain, little Patrick Surtain, and company, as well as my guy Bo Nix, old man Bo Nix. But I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills based on that experience. It's going to be a close game, but I'm pushing for Josh Allen.
I'm going with the Broncos.
Okay.
The NFC, the National Football Conference, that 12th man, the Macchiato, the Starbucks, the Microsoft, the Seattle Seahawks host that San Francisco Rice-A-Roni treat, streetcar having 49ers as the San Francisco 49ers play the Seahawks in Quest Field. Who you got?
Let me pray for a second. Let me tell you something. This is nothing like playing your divisional rivalry, your opponent in the playoffs. This is now the best of three. Man, oh man, I cannot wait. Mike McDonald has those guys prepared. It's going to come down to the quarterback play. San Francisco has shown a whole lot through injuries of key players, even more key players just here recently, that they can still get over that hump. Brock Purdy is hungry. Can the 49ers actually advance and go further and actually win the Super Bowl? It's Seattle. Are they back under the direction of Coach Mike McDonald? And this one right here, again, is going to come down to the quarterback play. I can't believe I'm saying this out of my mouth or my former defensive coordinator back in Charm City, but I'm going to go with the 49ers, man. Whew.
I'm going with the Seahawks on that one.
Okay, that's a hell of a game.
Second game, the Chicago, the Bears, take on L.A., Hollywood, Randy Donut, Rams, and Matthew Stafford, old man. And the Rams take on the Bears from Soldier Field in Chicago. Who you got?
Man, that's going to be a hell of a game. I'm going to give a shout out to Carolina, too, man, because they put up a hell of a fight against the Rams. Came down to quarterback play and just who wanted it the most, and the Rams came out on top. Shout out to Chicago Bears in the Windy City. Speaking of Windy City, I feel like they have an advantage with that cold front, that weather is not SoFi Stadium. I'm going to go with the Rams.
I'm going with the Bears. I'm going with the Bears.
Okay.
Now the big one. Monday night, the national championship game from Miami, Florida. The 10th ranked Miami Hurricanes take on the number 1 ranked undefeated Indiana Hoosiers. Who you got?
Y'all see what I'm throwing up right now. Let me just say this. This is the game that people want to see. It is not a typical college football championship, a national championship like we've had in the past, the SEC schools or whatnot, SEC, the same schools. You have a powerful Big Ten conference school. You have Coach Cignetti and company, a Heisman Trophy winner, and Mendoza, and I love those guys. I love their style of play. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I hate to be biased. There's too much pride on the line, and the fact that maybe just because they're the away team, people think, oh, they're gonna get blown out too. Like how Alabama, Oregon got blown out. This Miami Hurricanes team, they are physical, they're fast, they're relentless. But again, it's going to come down to quarterback play, and ultimately, which coach is going to come out on top, Cristobal or Cignetti? The battle of the seas. I'm going to go with Miami in this one. Too much pride in the line. That Hall of Fame type of style of players that they have in the NFL from the U. I mean, that place is going to be jam-packed despite the crazy ticket prices. I got Miami winning a close one. It's going to be a downright nasty but hell of a game. I can't wait.
Only way Miami can win is if they play a perfect game. And Miami have left with 5 penalties and no turnovers.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. Indiana will pull away late.
I ain't even mad at your pick, bro. I ain't even mad at your pick.
And set college sports history. They had an undefeated basketball team win a national championship and an undefeated football team. Happy, take me home.
All right, y'all, listen. Y'all know the news. January 19th again. College football playoff national championship. We got more NFL playoffs. It's getting to the nitty gritty. I'm so excited and sad at the same time. And guess what? Speaking of sadness, let's not have sadness. Let's have more laughter. My comedy show is Thursday, January 29th here in Richmond. Me and a gang of other fellow comedians. Come get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a lot to laugh. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. And keep tuning in to All In Football. It's your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer and my guy Big Dog. Peace out.